Alright. Supposedly, I'm live. But, well, I know I'm live for sure. I don't know why my comments aren't loading. Like, if I need to refresh this somehow. Is it showing my, well, now it's not going to. Oculus casting should be good. Nothing went wrong. So what's up with that?
Oh wait, it's back.
Yeah, it's just not showing my my comments on here. Oh, it's a lot quicker than last time. Dang. You can see yourself in a second. Okay, if you stop casting, you'll longer be able to see your live chat in VR. This will not end your stream on YouTube. Okay, I understand that. So, let's go here. Probably just going to show my stream deck right there. Go live. IB 3D. Let's try to redo that. Yep, that's me. Continue. Live chat. Live chat. Okay. Hey. It's finally, it's showing my chat. That's good. Now let's see if this is properly on here. Yeah. Yeah. We're totally good. What's up, guys? Welcome to another night of Saturday Night 3D modeling stream. I'm High B 3D, just more commonly known as just High or Hiram. And today we're going to be, once again, in VR doing some 3D modeling. Last week we worked on this goose, and I was actually able to finish it and turn it into a 3D product, or a final product by the time my event started on Friday. And they sold really well. What? Oh, I forgot that it's, this is where I have to hold things in order for you to be able to see them. How's the quality, the video quality, Mac? It's fine? Okay. It told me it recommended I turn on ultra low latency mode to be able to interact with my chat quicker. So, instead of having my computer right in front of me and a whole bunch of stuff stacked up, I now have a cleaner desk because I got some more shelving over there, and then that's disorganized instead of my desk. So we moved some of the disorganization from here over to there. You'll probably hear some printing going on in the background. Currently, I'm working on a life-size, not life-size, but a really big Blastoise as like an eye catcher, sculpture, and a Zoo 3D giant, not giant, but like a big dolphin for somebody for a custom order. They ordered this axolotl here, and they also ordered that dolphin there. So that's what's printing currently. And soon enough, I'll have a third A1 printer, as I just ordered that today. So pretty exciting stuff. All right. Dang, there's 6 of us here. 7 including me. That's pretty exciting. So I was planning on getting some reference images before this, but I had to. It took me a little while longer to set this up because I wanted to change a couple of things from last time, so I wasn't able to get my reference images yet. But I'm thinking, instead of trying to all look at my computer screen, we'll try to just use the browser on here, which I haven't used before. Oops, forgot I can only do it with my pointer fingers. Here, let's just go here, make it easier. We're gonna hop into ChatGPT. Hopefully it remembers my login. If not, hey, it does. No, it doesn't. Okay, so I'm gonna have to turn my this off really quick, my screen, so that you guys don't see my password and stuff. And then I will turn it right back on, but you'll still be able to hear me. So I'm gonna end this casting really quick. Hey, Michael, in Australia. It's probably nice and early morning for you right there, eating breakfast, or it might even be mid-morning. Anyway, gonna hop into my browser here and sign in, make sure that's all good, and then I will continue once I'm signed into GPT on here. Oh, I accidentally did 2 @ symbols. There we go. Oh, now it's going to make me verify it on my phone because I haven't logged into my Google on this account before.
It's Sunday in Australia already?
How's Sunday? Let's see. Okay. It finally let me log in. Beautiful.
I am in the room.
Yeah, my wife is in the room with me. Okay. Yeah, sure, we'll save my password. Oh, yeah, okay. Wow.
Your wife as in Michaela.
That's Michaela. Michaela's my wife. All right. So we're going to hide this here. All right, so let me turn my streaming back on here. Continue. Should be casting to web any second. Show live chat. Hey! There we go. Hi from Colorado. You get off my live right now, you son of a bitch. Just kidding. That's my brother, Christian. You can stay on. What?
Sorry, I'm just reacting to
Oh, hi from Idaho. We're in Idaho. My wife lived there for 2 years, served an LDS mission in the Idaho Falls mission. So she's familiar with much of Idaho. I am not Daho, therefore I don't know. From Westland, Michigan. Yep, my wife and I both grew up in the Lansing area. Sorry, just drinking some water. We know Michigan very well. In fact, we are hoping to be able to travel to Traverse City to visit Michaela's sister later this year. And we'd also like to go to Colorado, where Christian is at, this fall, just because we like the mountains and we live at the beach where there are no mountains. We like the beach too. Okay, so we're going to hop into ChatGPT and we're going to ask it for some reference images. So I'm thinking the idea that that was most popular that I talked about last night with people was, oh, Rexburg, born and raised. Sweet.
on my mission.
Yep. Did you ever serve in Rexburg?
No.
She wasn't in Rexburg, but it is in the Idaho Falls mission.
I was in Blackfoot, Idaho Falls, and Salmon.
Yeah, she was in Blackfoot, Idaho Falls, and Salmon. Way out there in good old Blackfoot and then Salmon. So let's go ahead and get started. So some of the inspiration that we had yesterday was more of these swing things that we have here. And to do one in the shape of a panda bear. So we're going to work on that, get something put together tonight, and hopefully have it printed and ready for sale by my next event, which is going to be upcoming Memorial Day. So we'll just hop right in. So we're going to go. It's harder to type on here than you think. Generate. An image of a 3D modeled panda bear sitting on a very exciting one-finger typing simulator. It's like watching your grandpa type.
It's okay. We're entertaining ourselves in the chat.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I see that. We love to see it. Okay. Generate an image of a 3D modeled panda bear sitting on a swing. Let's go. Cute. Chibi. Big eyes. And let's see what it gives us. Oh, I can't directly generate images. Love that, because I was going to... I should have done this on ChatGPT 4. Oh gosh, now I get to retype this. What a joy, because I can't copy paste on here. It's okay, I'm getting better at this. I bet you don't miss the smell. Yeah. Chibi 3D. It's like takes me back to whenever we first started using touchscreens, and it was so difficult to use the keyboard because autocorrect wasn't a thing yet. An image of a cute, not chili. Oh, I can highlight. Chibi 3D modeled panda bear on a swing. Big eyes. This is just to give us some ideas of proportions. I am typing on a virtual keyboard. This is not a real keyboard in front of me. So everything you see right now is done on an Oculus Quest 3. So like, for example, I can go here and tap the side of my thing and it'll take me back into my virtual space. Hey, look, there's my avatar. Hey. I wonder if I can hop over there. Oh, not like this. Okay, I don't like these at all. Let's do less chibi, because it's trying to make it like kind of more less chibi, more accurate proportions. See what it gives us. Are you still in the chat, Mac?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, so that's a little too realistic. So I can't quite get some measurements from that, but we're closer to what we want. So make it slightly more cartoonish with smooth features. Yeah, the heads are grandissimo, so I need to tell it just to do like generally smaller heads. This is closer, so I think I can still use this as a reference image to get our idea, but I mean, he's a little bit too realistic. It's kind of freaking me out, actually. Like, look at him. Look at those eyes. Ugh, AI is terrifying. I love it. Okay, that's a little closer. We can go off of that and then basically just draw the head smaller. So now what we're going to do is we're going to hide the keyboard, and we're going to set these controllers to the side. So we're going to go turn it to hand tracking. And we're going to work a little bit in both the fake and real world right now. Here's one cool thing about 3D modeling like this, or in the Quest 3, is that you can actually like touch the screen in front of you. It's pretty dope. Okay, we're going to hop into some real actual drawing, create some reference images from North Carolina. We're at in North Carolina. And welcome to the stream. Okay, we're going to create our X and Y axes here. And then we're going to create another one. Or I guess this would be our X and Z. And then we'll create another one that's basically our Y and Z axes. So we can get a good forward look at him and a side look at him to basically create the idea there. Oh, goodness me. Close it out of. Okay. So obviously first we have what our swing is going to look like. Pretty straightforward. 2 ropes coming down and a block. Good place to start. And on that, what did I just do? Why did that happen? It thinks I'm like trying to grab. Oh, I see. Maybe I see. Oh, okay. I also need to plug my head into the wall. So if lightning strikes outside, I'm a goner. Zebulon, about 25-30 minutes from Raleigh. Cool. I've been through a rally, but that's about it. The extent of my experience in North Carolina. All right, so let's start with kind of just a roundish body. I do like the look of this guy's kind of relaxed shoulders, but I may not even have him look like he has that much of shoulders because it might just be kind of a head on a lump of a body. But that's a good thing to start with, would be like, I guess kind of here. Probably really wide shoulders so we can kind of get him real like that. Teddy bear style here, yeah. And once again, I'm not a 2D artist, and I'm barely a 3D artist. And so this, like I said, is very, very basic. So his feet are going to stick out here. Kind of like on this one, I had the feet, just teeny tiny legs that barely stick out. They're hard to see in front of my fake hand there. Let me do this. And so they'll be kind of similar, but pandas tend to have, I feel like, shorter limbs proportionally than a goose or a duck. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I forgot I have to draw up. Okay, and then I wish there was some way to like change the field of view of what it captures, but it just captures my. I tend to like tilt my head to the left a little bit, and it only actually gets the captures from my right eye, so I like seeing more from my left. It's a very strange phenomenon. So I'll draw a little higher up here. All right, so in our head, we'll go basic panda, something like that. Good big old panda ears. Kind of go more of Teddy-ish bear style. And this guy, right, our big eyes, sad black eyes. Oh yeah, and this is where we see really that I'm not an actual 2D artist. So give him kind of a schnoz there, out like this. Okay, that'll be kind of our basic shapes that we'll need to create once we hop into 3D modeling here in mere moments. Now from the side, this is going to look like something like this, right? We need to have, obviously, if the Z-axis is going to be our swing, we need to have his little arms here to do around the swing. Maybe like that somehow. Actually, maybe back a little bit more. Like that, kind of. And then here, obviously my axes aren't going to match up quite right here. Here's our swing itself, rope, and we'll give him some short little legs and some feet. That's way too big. Looks like some paws. Maybe we can give him some little claws. Might be cute. And then from the side here, and then the ear, and most importantly, like the actual bearish shape of the mouth. Right there, like that. And then there's his black eye. Okay, so we're going to go off of this. This will basically help us create our our basic shapes once we hop into Gravity Sketch. That's actually a really good point, Michaela, and it'll be easier to print. So if the arms go up, so the idea here is that we can't print in midair with these, and ideally we print stuff without supports or as minimal supports as possible. And so if we close this back off and bring this out a little bit wider, have his arms come up like this instead, it'll be easier to print because you're not printing below another part in a separate area, basically, is the idea there. So kind of disregard that, and these arms are actually going to go up like this, kind of like a little kid on a swing. Love it. Okay, so now that we kind of have our idea of what we want to do with this, let me scratch my face, take this off of my head really quick. Wow, the real world isn't nearly as blurry as it is in this virtual world. Bring this here. We're going to hop into Gravity Sketch. Switch to controllers. Here we go. Let's see, it's 9:30. Cool. We're ahead of schedule. Hi, Mom. I've got my wife, my brother, my mom. Be good. This is a real family get-together here. So I'm going to take off my virtual headset there. I've got 11 people watching. This is fun. All right, so now we are in the app Gravity Sketch. As you can see here, I've got my little space in front of me, and my controllers have changed into kind of some more art palette type stuff. When it gets to a point that I want to see it, not in the context of my desk, I can take this little virtual headset off. It'll put me into a virtual workspace, but I prefer to do it in my own area until I get to that point. So we're going to start out by creating, bringing the world access. Yeah, 3D modeling, fun for the whole family. It's true. Coming from all over the place, man. My wife right behind me, my mom from down the street, and my brother from Colorado. We live in South Texas. Okay, world axis is on. Grid snapping is on just to start out. And we're going to go ahead and create some shapes. And we're going to make some brown shapes. And, oh, I need to mirror them. So this setting basically makes that anything I do on this side of the world will also happen on the other side of the world. This is called the world axis, and this is the very center. So this point represents 0, 0. And anything that I do on this side of 0 will happen on the other side of 0. And so most of what I do, I try to keep pretty symmetrical for the sake of ease of printing and ease of modeling, that I only actually have to model one side, and then the other side is automatically done for me. So now we're going to turn off Snap to Grid, and we're going to begin manipulating these points here. We're going to mend them together in the middle to create our swing. Beautiful. And then just to add some realism to our swing here, we're going to take a paintbrush and oh, hold on. This is way too big. I need to make sure that I'm zoomed in, because sometimes when I'm zoomed too far out, I make the models too big, and then they're extremely difficult to use when I finally import them into Blender on my computer. Yes, we are making a panda on a swing, just like the goose that we did last week. We're making a panda. So we're going to bring this in here and adjust the size of this.
Can you look down a little bit?
Yes. I'll just bring it up. Okay. Thank you, Mac. Yeah, if there's ever any time you can't see anything, please tell me. I know I forget to keep things in my top of my view while doing this. Okay. Create subdivision. Wait, I messed that up somehow. New cube again. How many times can we make the cube before I get it right? Just like that. Okay, we're going to turn off the grid. Off the grid. Know what I'm saying? And then we're going to subdivide and move this face to where they lock to each other in the middle. And when there's this dotted line in the middle, that means the shape has the two shapes have become one shape in the middle. And let's move this menu out of the way here a little bit. Okay. There we go. And we'll bring this side out. So whenever I line my hands up like this, it's called smart move. Basically moves things just along one axis rather than, or one axis rather than just like free moving like this. So it makes precise movements easier. Okay. Good swing start. Now we're going to turn on our grid once again, get some points, and we're going to create our ropes. So we're going to get a smaller brush here, and point, create, turn our grid off, and do a smart move. Everything here, and everything right here. Okay, now that's our basis for our swing. This will, once it's actually prepared to print out, the design of this will change slightly into something more similar to this. I'll probably just try to recycle this design. Probably can't see it super well because things get blurry, like, and moved around wherever I put my hand. Where there's like that little loop on the top, so we can tie some strings to it. But for now, this will suffice for our panda swing. So I'm going to take this palette and put it over here so that it shows up when we need it. This palette here, this palette here. It's nice to have all my menus out in front of me so I don't have to try and remember what each and every single button, which menu it opens. Just have them here the whole time. All right, so we're going to jump into our shapes. And, well, first, actually, we're going to create a new layer right here. And we're going to grab our layers menu, put it, I need to like back everything up right here. We're going to grab our layers menu and put it up here so we can choose what layer we're on. So first layer, going to rename it to swing. Check. And then we're going to create a new layer. So now I can hide this layer and it'll just hide the swing. So we're just going to get rid of the swing for now so we can start working on our panda himself. So we're going to create a new cube. And this one doesn't have to be nearly as precise. Maybe I do need to turn on the grid for this just to get it straight. Grab, create points. Oops. Subdivide, grab this face and bring it to the middle. Check. All right, so now this is one solid shape that will be adjusted on both sides as I work on the one side. Let's change the color of this guy here. So we're going to go to our tools down here, go to color and materials, and we'll just start with white. Beautiful. Let me think here how we want to go about beginning. Actually, I may do like an off-white, or not, yeah, kind of like an off-white just so it's easier to see. And then we'll switch it to an actual white when we get more toward the end. In fact, most of the panda I'll actually be making in one color today, and then I'll be painting it in my slicer so that it prints in the multiple colors, the black and white. So it'll just look more like a bear with black eyes to just for these purposes. We didn't finish the goose all the way last time because I just didn't have enough time. We'd been going for 2 hours and I was tired. So we didn't end up finishing the wings. We got most of it up until we got to the wings, and then that was something I finished afterward. But hopefully we can get something that's pretty solid by the end of this stream. I mean, it's only 9:42, so we've still got an hour and 15 minutes. Um, are my comments updating right, Michaela, or is that still the last one? Is already making a panda on a swing? Okay, cool. Okay, there we go. I like that color better. And then I'm actually going to take this flashlight, and it's going to give us my angle of light that we're working with. So I'm going to get it basically from a top down, so it kind of can help me know where my contours are at. I also may move my sign back because I keep punching it on accident. Push it over all these benchies. Okay. So we're going to hop into here and make this a little bit more cubic here. And let's start thinking about what part here we want to build first. And I'm thinking we should focus on the part that has the most detail, which is the head. And so we're going to turn this little cube into a beautiful panda head. We're going to turn subdivision on. We're just going to make this nice and smooth just to see what that gives us initially, then subdivision back off. So we're going to do our best to create a very blocky, head that is as close as we can possibly get to looking like a panda bear. So let's kind of try to create a pseudo snout here. We may want to look up some references of real panda bears. See, can I get on my browser while I'm here? Oh, I can. That's amazing. Okay. Just look up panda head. Hopefully nothing good. There we go. Look at that. Google Images, panda head. What does their snout look like? Just like that. Oh, this is beautiful. I like this one. This is a good reference image. I wonder if I can somehow like save this image. Download image? No way. So now we're going to be able to do something really cool. We're going to go into Gravity Sketch again, and we're going to try and upload this. Oh, it got rid of my menus. That stinks. Well, it's whatever. We're going to try to import this image. Oh, no, it didn't. Import this image from my device. Reference images. Oh. Yeah. Local storage. Import library? No, I don't know. Reference images? Save sketches? No. Built-in models? That's not what I want either. I swear. I think I'm going to be able to make this work. Refresh. Maybe not. Hi B from Utah. What is up? Where at in Utah? We know Utah very well. In fact, oh, it's okay. It's got a good lid on it. We moved here from Saratoga Springs. Okay. Here being, once again, South Texas. You already know Eagle Mountain. Yeah, we lived in Eagle Mountain. I was actually in a YSA ward in Eagle Mountain for quite a long time. We lived off of, like, there's a, oh gosh. There's a Holiday gas station as you go up. Is it Pony Express?
Must be.
The one that goes all the way into American Fork?
That elementary school. It's like
Yeah, there's like an elementary school kind of as you pass over into Eagle Mountain, kind of between Saratoga and Eagle Mountain, and I lived in that neighborhood right there for a while in someone's basement apartment. So that's sweet, man. We know Eagle Mountain very well. And my brother, who was with us before, I don't know if he still is, owned a house in Eagle Mountain for quite some time as well. Okay, we were focusing on trying to get this panda reference image into here. So we're actually going to take a little side quest here for a moment, and we're going to go into my files on this thing, and we're going to see if we can transfer this file into my gravity sketch documents. So, downloads, documents, audiobooks, pictures, media. Maybe not. Documents? No. I may not be able to do it right on the headset. I guess that's kind of good enough, though. Hey, one of my prints finished. Nice. Keep knocking this over, too. I can't tell what's in front of me. I guess we can just use that. That's fine. That's fine. We'll just use that. So we'll be able to hit our thing here and go to images and kind of compare. It's kind of roundabout way to do it, but it'll work. Okay. How much charge do I have on this thing? 50%. Hopefully, being plugged in, it will still be fine. All right, so it's kind of got like a smoothed out snout. So we're gonna make an effort to smooth that out a bit more before we block it up. Oops. There we go. Move it back to the middle. We've heard the Eagle Mountain's grown a lot. We lived there when City Center was still very small. We had all, yep. That's about it. And there was a Thai place, I think, too, right? Was it Thai food? It's like right by the one roundabout. Okay. But yeah, ever since like Facebook, or I suppose Meta, moved into town there, it's like blown up, I hear. All right, let's bring these up here. Maybe back. Maybe we'll bring this whole thing back and up. Okay, let's go back to our reference image here. Getting closer. I think I need to make it a little bit more square on the front, actually. So let's do that. Bring this out and add a vertex. Nope. Add a vertex. A vertex. There we go. That's where I wanted it to kind of square out a little bit. So let's actually take these points and move them back in there. We're going to make another point here so we can kind of bring this up. They have a Cafe Rio in Eagle Mountain? Dang. Panda Express, represent the panda we're modeling today. Yeah, Eagle Mountain is growing just at an unbelievable rate. And Michaela's parents actually still live in Saratoga Springs. They're coming down to visit us later this year. We're pretty excited about it. Well, Michaela's dad and brother live down there. So we're going to circle. We're trying to round out some of these vertices right now. Basically make it more circular. I might need to make it bigger so I can grab some more things more delicately here. Let's see. Dude, Panda Express in Eagle Mountain would have wrecked me in the way that it would have destroyed my wallet. Not that, I mean, all the stuff in Lehigh and American Fork didn't, but just would have been even more accessible. All I did, actually, it probably would have been better for me because I wouldn't have to pay as much for DoorDash orders, which I frequently got. I almost mistook my microphone here for my water bottle, and I was gonna like try to like take a sip out of it. So that's epic. All right. Panda head, panda head, panda head. Let's look at our. Oh, let's bring in this. Like, what happened? What happened? What happened? Where's my panda head? Oh my gosh, that scared the crap out of me. It disappeared. All right, we're gonna go back to our reference image here. Let's see, not quite. We need to kind of smooth them out a little bit here and definitely under the chin, but we're getting closer for sure. This model is in honor of the new Panda Express in Eagle Mountain, Utah. Excuse me, I just burped right into my microphone. That's so rude. Frankly, it's rude of you guys to be listening to me doing that. So, JK, that's a joke. Okay, he's still a bit blocky on the back. It looks like almost like the front of like a bullet train. Okay, so we're gonna bring all of these middle vertices. Oops, accidentally did smart move out, and another layer out to kind of round things. Once again, out, middle vertices. Out, bring these ones over. The idea is to not make like a too weird of a head shape. Just round things out, and then we'll try to scrunch it back up in a sec. So right now we're looking mighty long in the head area. So we're gonna grab all these, move them back in, hopefully round it out a bit better. There we go. There we go. See how we're looking on the non-subdivided side here. Pretty good. People are chatting in the Discord. If you've watched my videos and you haven't joined my Discord yet, I highly encourage you to do so. Basically, it's a community of people from all over the world. Anywhere from local here in Texas to all over the U.S., all the way to South America. There's a guy, one of my earliest members of the Discord is from Uruguay. New guy today from Mexico City. And then, of course, our friend from Australia who, if he's not still in the chat, was in the chat earlier. Michael, yep. Becker, I want to say? Mike from Down Under. Exacto. Okay, we're looking a little better here. I think we need to start getting some ears just to kind of draw this together. I've been staring at this thing for too long, and now it's starting to look kind of weird to me. So let's get some ears going. And the way we're going to do ears is the same way that we've done everything so far. We're going to start with a cube. And I need to go back to my sketch tools and create a cube, if it will let me. Yep. And I want to get rid of this menu because it's annoying me.
Oh, you know him.
Oh, who are you? Who's Pickleball Fan 69? I'm sure I know who you are if you commented. But yeah. If we were in YSA together, then I absolutely know you. Just don't recognize the username. Okay, try to bring these in here. I think who Pickleball Fan would be. Who do I know from the Eagle Mountain YSA that loves pickleball?
Loves pickleball. It doesn't narrow it down very well.
No, everyone loves pickleball. It's among the... What?
Travis.
Oh, it's Travis. Yeah, I know Travis. I don't actually know how to pronounce your last name, or if you want me to even say it, Crowler, something like that. Yeah, we're friends on Facebook. Frequently, we are commenting on Lucas's Facebook posts, trying to test his patience. So. These need to be rounder and maybe smaller, like potentially. Oh no, maybe I think that might be good actually. Hold on.
Look at the reference.
This might look like a mouse. I think we need to go smaller. Okay, let's go to our reference image. Click. It's getting farther and farther away from me. Oh, we're getting there for sure. They need to like perk up a little bit more. Like that. Maybe be a little bit pointier. These kind of currently are looking like a little bit mousy. Not gonna lie. Oh, that looks like a pig now. It's amazing how subtle differences can do that. Gosh dang it, man. Panda's a little bit harder to pin than your average duck, and also the head still feels so blocky to me. Like I need to maybe I just need to.
It looks like a cheetah or a leopard.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you, and I don't like that.
What if you just go more like round?
That's what I'm kind of trying to do, but I think I've added so many dots and vertices that I've kind of wrecked myself with it. So do you know what we're gonna do? We're going to create a new layer, and we're gonna try to make a new head and just do it like full on, like cartoony, roundy.
Kind of like the first reference images it generated, except not such a tiny body.
Yeah, I agree. More cartoony, because when I'm doing like more, trying to get somewhat anatomically correct, it's not turning out amazing. Oh my gosh, my butt hurts sitting on this chair for too long with terrible posture. Okay, let's go into here, subdivide on, and we're just gonna make it real round. Or I wonder if it's harder to start with a sphere. But let's try it. I don't have a ton of experience with doing the spheres, but we're gonna give it a shot. So I'm actually gonna go into here, and I'm gonna turn off mirror, and we're just gonna take the sphere and try and. Oh gosh, yeah, that's a lot. That's really overwhelming. Okay, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna see what we can do here. Let's bring out. Oh gosh. So we can mold this like clay. Yeah, no way, man. Yeah, no way. That's way too overwhelming. I need to start with something. I need to start with less. I think we need to go back to this one and just work on him. Might take us some time. Who knows how far we'll get, but I'd rather have this with a lot less vertices and just do my darndest to round them out.
Maybe it just needs like the cheeks to be wider.
Yeah, I think. Oh, yeah, I think you're right. Just something more. Just cuter generally. Okay. I see that. Yeah, because I've got this profile down decently, but like the back to front profile is definitely needs some improvement. So let's jump into the browser again. And let's find pandas again. Yeah, I'm not getting the natural roundness of the face. They're so circly. And their ears kind of stick up in almost like a Shrek-y kind of way, to where they're more of like a...
I feel like the ears you have are perfect.
You think so?
Or maybe even bring them down the side.
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay. So definitely need to accentuate the roundness of this way rather than just the front and back way, because I mean, front and back is good, but this is where it's gonna really sell the fact that it's a bear, I think, and not a cheetah or a rat. To get as round as we can without subdivision, and then we'll take subdivision in. And then we'll enable subdivision, and it will round it out the rest of the way for us. It's kind of some really strange topology right here. But, oh, that looks like I just made a butt on the back of his head. Butthead panda. What is going on there? What have I done? Oh, I also need to bring his head down a little bit here. Some of these ones need to come down. Oh golly gee. Oh golly, oh gosh. This one may be not as pretty as my other one. Okay, we're getting there, actually. Okay, that made a big difference, I think. Still a little bit lumpy. Let's see how it looks with rounded out. Yeah, we're getting there. We're totally getting there. Just taking a little more time than our last one. It's like simple shapes for the goose was just like circle head, triangle beak, circle eyes, gumdrop body. This one's going to be, I mean, just the head I think is going to be the tough part. Once we get into the body, I don't anticipate it being as difficult, but I'm not going to call that shot yet. Because likelihood is it will be nice and tough still, so. What is everybody doing on this this lovely Saturday night? I assume that, I mean, if you're not just watching to watch, which is probably pretty boring, you're probably watching this while doing something. But if you're just watching to watch, that's cool too. Okay, I think I need to start giving him like some more panda-like, like more facial features so I can get an idea of what warning active layer is invisible. Oh. Okay. Give him some more things. Now he looks like a, what would this be? Fixing your washing machine. How thrilling, Mr. Ed. And homework. Nice. For what class?
Does Mr. Ed have any advice on how to make our washing machine not say...
Watching American Idol. You're catching up. Michaela and I just barely caught up the other day. I mean, talk about some seriously impressive group of kids. Holy crap.
Who's your favorite Christian?
Yeah, who's your favorite Christian? I feel like I could make a guess.
Probably the same as our
Probably the same as our favorite.
I don't know.
You really think that his favorite wouldn't be Tristan, little cowboy?
He seems like the type to go for a lady
Really?
as a favorite.
I feel like Christian's favorites would be either Tristan or Beard. What's his name? Will Mosley. Will Mosley.
Oh.
In short of graphic design, not my major, but I wanted to try it out. Cool. I know a lot of graphic design principles can carry over into 3D design principles. Not that I know any of those, but I've heard that. I guess I can't say I know that, but I have heard that that is the case.
Tristan.
Yeah, Tristan.
He's our sweet little baby.
Listen, Will Mosley doesn't need American Idol.
He's got himself a career.
He's got himself a career. That guy is going to go super far with or without American Idol. But Tristan is just a kid, and he's got amazing talent, and I think without American Idol, he wouldn't have been able to get the platform that he has now. Okay, let's look at making a nose shape for this guy here. So let's jump into a black color here. And create a cube. Oh, and we need to turn on our mirror again. All right. Actually, let's go with gray because I can't see any of the vertices on this. Change my tool to painting. And we'll do something gray instead. Nah, it's too gray. Okay, that's fine. Oops. Not what I meant to do. Not what I wanted to do. Okay, there we go. I mean, Will sang his one song,
Gone for Good.
Gone for Good, and it charted. Or Gone for Good or Gone for Bad, whatever it's called. And before he even won the competition, it charted on, like, number 2 on the country charts behind Beyonce.
No, it was above Beyonce.
It was above Beyonce?
Yeah, wait. Yeah.
I thought she was still number 1 at the time. Not that it matters, but regardless, very impressive. We're making a nose for him right now. What do we think of that? Is that little? That might be a little bit too chunky. You need to like wrap the nose a little bit.
You're frozen online.
It's frozen?
I can hear you, but
Oh no.
but the picture is stuck.
That's not good. Okay, go live. Is it still stuck?
Yes.
Oh no. Can you try to close out and open it up, see if it's still on your side? Is the image frozen for anyone
I
else?
can hear you.
Right, but can you have you tried to refresh it? Let's see what it looks like if I look it up.
Look on your screen. It's
Oh, it's frozen there too. What the world? Okay, let's see what's going on here. Casting. Oh, I think it might be an OBS issue. Hold on. Technical difficulties. We're going into the real world.
no.
It's going to look a little bit gumpy for a second here. There we go. My bad. Actually, I don't know if it was my bad. I have no idea what happened. So strange. But we should be back up and running. There we go.
Thank you, Peachy Pan.
Yeehaw.
They
Okay.
blessed me.
We've done it, everybody. We have returned. So I don't want those to be on the. Let's see if I keep. Oh, if I keep my comments on the bottom, so I have to peek out of the bottom of my eyes to look at them. Then it'll keep my view generally upward. What do you think? What do we think about that? Might be able to be easier to see the things that I'm actually doing. Okay. Wow. Sorry for that mess. I'm amazed that we even can do this at all and you guys can like watch what I'm doing from my point of view is pretty wild. Okay, we're gonna do a smart move here. Yeah, it's not just that darn North Carolinian internet. It's for everyone because I don't know how to use open broadcasting system.
Oh, look at that nose. It looks like a polar bear right now.
Yeah, it does look like a polar bear, huh? Okay. We are going to kind of get some... Oh, wait. I need to go back to my sketching here. Yeah, it does look like a polar bear. Mostly because of, like, the long head. I think I need to shorten his nose still. It's just so hard for him to look like a panda without the colors, you know?
Yeah.
That's an iconic part of it. Oh, gosh. Okay. That's looking a little more panda-ish once I actually put some black onto it. Wonder if I can somehow change the texture of this to where it shines better and I can see the vertices. There we go. Changes that clay texture. That made it way easier. Okay, let's take this and do our white like that too in that clay texture. Hey! I was just getting thrown off by the... Oh, actually used to her connection sucking. That's funny. We just barely switched to AT&T Fiber, which is what's allowing this to be possible at all. Like, before we were using T-Mobile's 5G internet, and it sucked. It was terrible. All right. Okay. We're getting a little more panda-y here for sure. Man, we were on the struggle bus there. Just wasn't giving off panda vibes. But now we have caught the vibe. And I think that we're a lot closer to what we want to be. So let me bring this nose out a little bit yet. A little bit more. I gotta center him up. Okay. Now we're going to go for the iconic Hy-Vee 3D ridiculous looking eyeballs, which are big spheres in the head like that. But we may need to do this slightly differently because the pandas have the, you know, black around the eyes. We may need to do like a white sphere inside of a black sphere inside of a white sphere situation. Know what I mean? Hopefully it doesn't layer up too weird. Or maybe just a black sphere and a white sphere, and then we can create our shapes here. Do you know what we're going to do? We're going to do something called a custom volume. And we're going to make it... That's not the color I picked. Maybe it is. We're going to try to create some shapes here for our panda eyeballs. Just to get the vibe right. Okay. Wish I could add more points into these, but like out in the middle, not in a weird way. Maybe like that. But I need to like move them around to where there's like... That's horrifying. Oh, look at James Franco. Michaela.
I'm waiting. I can't see it.
Oh. Oh, that's fully... Oh my gosh. Wait. Another side quest. Oh, can I... Let me do like audio. There we go. James Franco smiling. It's the same picture. It's the same. Oh, that's good stuff. Oh my gosh, look at him. It's iconic. Why, that was immediately what came to mind. Okay, we need to figure out a better way to get these shapes on here. Yeah, they do look like big eyebrows. That could be kind of cute. If it did like a... If it took a sphere at that point and did like this... Ooh, hello. My big eyebrows. Ooh, very wise bear. It's terrifying when his eyes are that far down his nose. Okay, rather than that nightmare, we are going to try to create a plane that is a subdivision object and make something more along the lines of something actually enjoyable to look at. Oops. No. Back. Okay. Edit this. Yep, there we go. So this. What if we can like extrude it out? Oh, we can. We can extrude it out. Oh wait, except it'll still just be a plane. Never mind. What if I can just like draw on it, like actually color on it rather than paint the entire object? I don't think so. It's just hard to color something when the only way to do it is by creating a whole new object. But we can figure it out. We've done harder things, right, team? Maybe. Maybe this is the hardest thing I've ever done, and I just don't know it yet. I don't know why all of a sudden my points turned blue. Like they weren't blue before, but now they're blue. Maybe because I'm on a black background and it just knows that it's easier to see. Oops. Check. Oh, yeah, it totally did. That's nice. I didn't realize that was a thing. That's so cool. That's why I was avoiding using black in the first place, because I can't see the dang vertices. But it changes the points to be blue so you can actually see what's going on. Wow. They thought of everything. I'm sure we'll find something else wrong that they haven't found yet. Let's bring this out here and try to make something of a panda part of their face situation. So draw this in here and bring that in. Grab these and bring that in there. Okay. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Getting more somewhere than previously. We're in more of a place than we were before. Best way to challenge another 3D artist to a battle. Oh, that's genius. To do like a 3D Pictionary. We should do that where you like, because I could like cast it up to a TV and you like have to guess what the person's drawing. That'd be a great idea. That would be a great idea. If anyone else came up with it, that would have been a fantastic idea. But what a shame. Kidding. I love my brother. Brother. What are you doing, brother? Do you know what? I'm gonna paint the eyes post. How easy is it to create other items like cars, trucks, and more? About as easy as this. Just, I mean, organic structures is where Gravity Sets kind of shines, in my opinion. But I know others have had good success with using it for more like geometric, blocky type things. So I haven't done a lot with like flexies or anything like that. But I think that there's a lot of potential for that here as well for those that have a hard time 3D modeling otherwise. Not that this is like 3D modeling for babies, it's just different. But if you use it, you are a baby. Kidding. There we go. Something. That is something, all right. This is on an Oculus. This is on an Oculus Quest 3, which is how you're able to see my environment around me as well as the studio. If I were to be streaming from a Quest 2, I would only be able to make it look like this, which also, I mean, it's not bad. But I just like to be able to see my space in front of me, see my horrible notes, and just interact with the world around me, see how my prints are going, stuff like that. Okay, do you know what? I think that might be good enough of a head, and then when I actually go in to print it is when I will paint it, and change some stuff around there. Yeah, do you know what? Oh, we're just gonna leave it like that for now. Except, no, I don't like that. What happened? Yeah, sure. No, something happened to this where I suddenly ceased to like the nose. Okay. I think that will be good enough for the head. And then if I don't like it later, I'll come in and change it. So we're gonna come in and do the iconic sparkle for cute things, because cute things have to have a little sparkle in their eye. That's absolutely necessary. Let's grab this. There we go. That's awesome. I've been debating on getting one to try this out, and I've been wondering how close this program compares to Fusion and others that use creativity. It's really awesome and fun, but when comparing, I mean, it's hard to compare it to Fusion 360 in particular because it's not parametric. It's really hard to get accurate dimensions on things. But when compared to like 3D sculpting software such as Blender or Nomad Sculpt or ZBrush, this, in my opinion, is a lot more intuitive, like to be able to paint it with your hands as if you were modeling clay, or at least close to that experience, rather than trying to create 3D things on a 2D screen. It kind of puts it in front of you to be able to visualize how it actually looks and to manipulate things in 3D space. I prefer it as my method of 3D modeling, and then usually I'll take things and take them into Blender to do some finishing touches, just about like smoothing, because one of the main issues with this is that in its current state, exports are extremely low polygon, and so like even though this says it's subdivided well, it's going to export closer to something on more like a low poly level. I mean, not quite this bad, but like something not nearly as smooth as that. So it's fine. It works for my purposes, especially since I'm usually making small stuff like this. That you can hardly tell that things tend to be low poly, but especially if I go into Blender and do some smoothing and combining of objects, some like Boolean unions, and then smoothing, it makes it a lot less obvious that there's not that many polygons. I don't know what I just did there. Oh. Somehow I moved little mustache mouth. So I would definitely recommend it. I like it. All right, let's move on from the head. I think I can't stare at this anymore because it's driving me kind of crazy. So let's create a new layer, and we'll go into working on the body itself. All right. As for our panda body, I think we need to keep it real simple. We're going to start with our cubes once again. We're going to create a grid, bring the world axis closer to me. I'm actually going to take this guy and do what's called oh gosh, maybe I don't know if it'll let me bake it together. Almost. Nope, not quite. to bake mirrored so that things can be baked together basically, and added to and made to be one object. So we're almost there. Much of this still needs some work though. Bake mirrored. What do we got? What do we got? Okay. Bake together. I don't know. We're just going to leave it like that. And then try to grab it as one whole and I guess not move it around too much. Okay. So let's go back to our big size here. And how are we doing on viewers? Also, what time is it? 10:28. Oh, man. Maybe we won't get a whole thing done. I thought I, for once, would be able to get an entire model done on a stream, but that doesn't look like it will be the case. What? Yeah, it's true. And I've also been looking up James Franco and the likes.
James Franco, whatever his brother's name is.
Oh, I need to stand up for a second. Oh. Stretch out. Sitting for like 2 hours straight, 30 minutes before this, trying to get it all set up. So one of the cool things about the Quest 3, or I don't know if the Quest 2 does it. I'm going to flip this around here. Is this being able to see your YouTube comments live? I still don't know how to get it to consistently work. So far we're 2 for 2, but it takes me a minute to get it to actually recognize that I'm live. And so, but it is cool that it exists at all in the first place, where I don't have to like have my computer in front of me. Oh, that was weird. Oh, need to turn off stupid grid. Sorry, grid, you're not stupid. You help me out a lot. That's cool that Travis from Eagle Mountain joined. All right, now we're going to create this guy's tubby little body, modeled after my very own tubby son. Just kidding, but would be cute. But although I have a tubby son, my tubby son's got nothing on my brother's tubby son. He's a chunky kid right there. Actually, do you know what? Oops. We're going to create some squares in the middle here that I can then pick up to create the neck type thing. I need to move this over so I can see my vertices better. Changing my shadows a bit. You can tell, make him tell scary ghost stories. Oh. Don't waste time, Hiram. Everyone here's on a time crunch. We're waiting for you to finish this panda so we can sell it in our 3D printing shop so we can all be millionaires. That's the goal. Toys and trinkets. That's what it's all about, everybody. Need to change this slightly. Need to create an extra vertice so that this, when this pulls up, it doesn't destroy the entire thing around it. Never mind. Well, let's see what it looks like on the subdivision level. Yeah, no, terrible. I hate that. Okay. Except it's not good like that either. Maybe like this. It's not so squarey. Yeah, we can work with that. Okay. Bring him up here. And we're done. Just kidding. Looks like a dang ice cube. Okay. Create some vertices here. Bring him out. Try to round him out. And we'll do the same right here. Round him out. The same here. The thing is, the more vertices you add, the harder time the subdivision has smoothing. And so it creates sharper corners, but it also creates more opportunity for you to smooth it out manually and get the shapes that you want. But it's kind of a double-edged sword situation where we need to select just points. Yeah, there we go. Bring him in there. Where you want more vertices to get more detail, but it also makes things look really blocky until you can figure out how to manipulate them properly, which I still don't have amazing skills for that, to be quite honest. But we're getting there. Improvement is being made every time I do this. Right now, I'm not feeling like much improvement is being made. I feel like I'm struggling with this one tonight. But we'll get there. We'll get through it. My poor, blocky, wide-shouldered creature here. Looks like this was my corner. Yeah. This guy was on the top. You know what? Maybe he doesn't even get shoulders like a teddy bear. Maybe he just goes straight. Maybe it's just like... Maybe it's just like a... Yeah. Just do nubs like a teddy bear. I think I'm overthinking this for sure.
So I think his eye pits need to be bigger.
His eye pits?
Like the patch behind them.
Yeah.
Like they definitely look like eyes, but they don't look like panda eyes yet.
I mean, like he needs to be like more sunk down in there.
Or just like the black part around it.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. These are just the eyeballs, and so once I actually slice it is when I'm gonna go in and paint it with filament, and do that instead of just doing it like this because I had too hard of a time.
I see. I haven't been fully paying attention.
That's okay. You've got your own projects and stuff going on. I mean, it's not okay. How dare you? Oh gosh, what did I do? Did I goof him? No, he's fine. I think he's okay. One of his eyes looks smaller than the other now for some reason, but maybe it's just the lighting. Or maybe I did mess it up. I can't tell. Whatever, we're gonna leave it. Okay. So we're gonna go back to kind of square one on the body here. Smart move. Boom. Just like that. And like that. Bring this, scale it up. Create a vertex here. Bring this in. Bring this in a little bit. Try to round it out as best as we can. Make him nice and circular. If we can. I don't know. I feel like I'm just not quite getting it. Not flowing tonight. Do I just need to like take a dang sphere and elongate it? I feel like that never turns out quite right. Tried to do that before. Oops. Turn off mirroring. Sphere like this. Maybe I don't even elongate it. No, it's gotta be. It's gonna need to be elongated. This, and then I take this, and here's where the nightmare begins. Bring this flat down, and kind of do like that sort of thing, maybe, and then it looks like a grenade. I think I might have elongated him too much. Or what if I make his body smaller? There we go. Not quite. Okay, new sphere. Elongate him. This way. What?
Looks like a little vase.
Yeah.
Vase,
A vase. Looked like a grenade to me.
Got to.
So who knows? Maybe this one won't be as successful of a thing. It might not even make it to printing. But the whole goal of these live streams is less panda grenade. That actually would be pretty funny to just have as a product.
Honestly, that panda lady would probably buy it.
Oh, guaranteed. There's a lady who comes to my booth who literally all she ever, and this is inspired by her, basically a product for her, because she is just completely obsessed with pandas, and she always wants me to print her panda stuff. So this is, and I do print her panda stuff, but I've never done like my own models for her. So I don't know. It just feels still so like. Not quite right. Something about it. Flatten it out on the bottom. So he sits on the swing. Let's look at our swing here. Let's see how make sure our swing is baked in here properly. Okay. Doop, doop, doop. Bake our swing. Boom, boom, boom. Ah, bake mirrored. Gosh dang it, that's so difficult to do. Okay. How often is the show I do? So my main one that I do is once a month. Is the first Friday of every month. But there are some like ragtag ones here and there that aren't like regularly scheduled that are popping up all over the place. So last month I did 3, but this month I haven't been able to find 3 different events that are being hosted. So,
Worthwhile anyway.
but yeah, none that are worthwhile anyway, or like that aren't gonna get that much traffic. He's got like a weird ridge on the back of his head. But my main event that I do is the art walk in downtown Corpus Christi, where
Once a month.
it is once a month. It's the first Friday of every month. Just try to generally flatten him out here. Man. It's not flowing. That's okay. We still do our very best. Even if our very best is kind of meh sometimes. There's just too many dang vertices on here. Like, to try and smooth this out is a nightmare. To try to, like, move a whole section of him. Gosh darn, man. Collapse polygons. Maybe I can like auto select loops. How does that work? Offhand trigger plus main hand grab. Oh, what? Can I like move them? What? But what's the point of that if I can't, like, do anything about it? Okay, whatever. Oh, maybe if I select just the faces. Oh, that's easier than the points, I suppose, but not amazingly easy still. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, and what's nice is we live in a climate that allows for year-round markets, and so we're able to be out there all months. But of course, it's going to be busier in the spring and in the summer. I don't like this body at all. Let's try let's try not mirroring the cube. And just starting from this from scratch, so it's not mirrored, but we're just gonna work on this. And we're gonna hide our swing again. Yeah, the main one provides a good like baseline of like I know I'm at least going to have that event, if nothing else. Go to subdivide on this, bring him up, bring this down a little smaller. Okay, I'm already can feel this getting better here. Let's see if we can go to select lines only and see if we can expand that out. Oh, game changer. Absolute game changer. Have you done any sales events yet, Peachy Pan? If so, how have they gone for you, and what types of things have you sold? Okay, this is starting to look a lot better. Or at least I'm starting to like feel like there's something in this monstrosity. I'm gonna bring this back in a little bit more, I think, and smaller.
More squat. Well, I guess his head is already about the same.
I just feel like his head is too realistic.
Yeah, it's a lot of character to you.
It's like stand out. It like stands out.
Because you used a real panda as reference.
Yeah, you're right. Well, we're not gonna throw it away quite yet, but we're just gonna. But it might be thrown away in the future, and this just be a learning experience that I just learned how to grab full loops, which is really nice. Who knew? Probably somebody. Probably they would have taught me in a tutorial if I had done a tutorial instead of just deciding that I could that I was, too cool for this for the tutorial. Oh, cool. Why do you have any theories on why you didn't sell a ton, or was it just like low traffic? I find that most of the time the people who don't sell a ton is just because there wasn't like a ton of people in attendance.
Also, jewelry's a tough one.
Jewelry's a tough one.
People bring jewelry.
Yeah, that's true. That's a competitive thing for like craft fairs and markets and stuff. Michaela did jewelry last year for a while through like last summer, and it was definitely a tough sale when there's so many options for jewelry. But 3D printed jewelry I think has some serious potential in customization. I wanted to sell some like Pokemon jewelry in addition to my other stuff at my booth, because a lot of people that sell 3D prints sell like my husband's really finished trying to incorporate 3D printing and make jewelry. Yeah, exactly. So a lot of my clientele comes from most people who sell 3D prints sell like dragons and cool stuff, and no offense, but stuff that is geared toward the audience of like 10-year-old boy interests, right? Like dinosaurs, dragons, and the likes. Nothing wrong with that, but to be able to set myself apart, I tried to get more of like a middle-aged women and teenage girl audience in making cute stuff. If that makes sense. It's kind of still a ridge on the back of his head.
That audience, you just like that kind of stuff.
Well, it's not that I chose that audience. That's just who the audience has ended up being because I like cutesy stuff, and that tends to be the other type of people who like cutesy stuff. Yeah, anytime I have any sort of Pokemon anything, it always draws people in. I'm kind of weary of selling a lot of Pokemon stuff because I don't want to like overlap with a lot of the other people who are selling 3D prints. But I do try to keep like some stuff there just to appeal to that audience as well. But I think that Pokemon jewelry could be really cool. I've already printed out some ideas. That are like these little teeny tiny just Pokemon.
Wait to sell? Is that going to be too long?
It will probably be too loud, but I'm only going to be on for 10 more minutes.
Oh, right.
Okay, do you know what? We're going to go with that for the body for now. I don't love it, especially this hump on his back. And create him some little arms and little legs and call it a night for now. I may continue to work on this one, or I may scrap it. Who knows? But for now, this is what we've got. So we're going to go back to turn on mirror. It's always funny, attracting attention to Nintendo. Well, that's the thing is like, yeah, I should have said their name. Their ninjas are going to come get you. Like, I think it's fine for selling, like, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Gosh dang it. For selling, if you're like only making a couple $100 a month, but once you start making like a lot of money, you can get in some serious trouble selling, especially Nintendo's IP. Nintendo goes crazy. Oh yeah, no way. That's why I say I've considered it, but I haven't actually sold any of that stuff. I have sold some Pokemon inspired art, but I've made maybe, $30 from it. So, Nintendo, please don't send your ninjas after me. What? Oh, George woke up? Okay. The boy has risen. We're going to create just a little nub there for the paws. How are you doing tonight, Nathan? I still haven't had the chance to hop on a call with you, although I want to. I just have, guess we both are people with jobs, so I suppose not always easy to do something like that, huh? Okay. Do some little pink. Oops. Get some. Whatever. Check. Oh, guaranteed Pal World would be all over it. That's so funny. Pal World was an amazing phenomenon. I'm so glad it exists. Do you know what? I don't like these. Oh, I do like these. I just don't like the way that these were done. So I'm going to do... like that. Rainy and cold. That's the life. It's rainy and hot here. We've finally been getting I don't want to say finally, but we've been getting our first 90-degree days of the year, which there's going to be a lot more of because that's just where we live, in a very spicy place. Let's do like some gray reflective for the claws. Let me try to do something with the claws. That might be a little bit too sharp. Not quite very cute. We'll just keep it for the paws and less claws. Okay, let's bake this together here so where this all moves as one piece. Put it in to place. You know what? We're going to separate it so I can move this further in. Beautiful. And once again, bake this together as one piece. Oh, I accidentally got the legs in there. Let's just undo. Separate. Move that in. And bake as one piece. Dude, there's nothing like a good nap on a rainy day. I mean, that's pretty much unbeatable. You know, I'm not hating this. I need to stop staring at it for a while once I'm done here and just come back to it later in the week because I think that once it's one of those things you stare at your art for too long and it starts to look like trash. That's kind of what I'm experiencing here. But you know what? Once I've got the paws on, not hating it, I think once I'm able to paint it in Bamboo Studio, it'll look a lot better. So far, I still want this to come up a little bit further forward. The head placement on the body isn't ideal right now. Okay, I'm cool with that. I got to start up a new print over here. My next Blastoise pieces are up, which I was amazed that this brown lasted as long as it did. I was worried that the cheeks out make it look more babyish. Yeah, I think that's what I'm looking for. I think that's exactly what I was looking for. Except I forgot that this needs to be mirrored. Please let me turn on mirroring. I think I might have accidentally messed it up earlier where I turned off mirroring but didn't mean to. Whatever, it'll work. Puff the cheeks out a little bit. This looks like you got stung by a bee. Okay, well actually, you know what, if we can go far back enough on this. No. Oh, mirrored. No. Oh gosh, what have I done? Okay. Boom. Oh my gosh, what have I done? Okay, I guess we're just gonna have to do the cheeks one by one. Golly gee. This software always gets me some way or another. Kind of created like a weird ridge down his, like a little canyon down his face on accident. Okay, yes. Okay, we're already seeing a major improvement. I think the roundness of the cheeks was key. Hardly did anything with the cheeks themselves. Oh yeah. Majorly improved. Majorly improved. And then I'll add more of the black and white in the actual slicer. Yeah, massive improvement with that. Very good suggestion. Thank you very much. More cheeks? I don't want to overdo it because I don't have my mirroring on, so I don't want it to look too weird. Yeah, I think we need to make him look more of like a chubby baby. That was a fantastic suggestion, which really helped the look of it, I think. Got about 4 minutes left here. Let's slap up some arms on him. This will be pretty straightforward. I'm going to go in and go to my sketch tool and go to points, and we're going to create a big old cursor there, and we're just going to go nice round thing like that and make him look, it needs to be a little chubbier, I think. So let's see. Can I do an even bigger? Here we go. Boom, 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 like that. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. It's okay. Sorry, I just spiked the mic on accident. Basically, I make him to where he's reaching up on the swing like a big BB. And, bump out the belly some, too. Yeah, give him like kind of a chunky belly. I think you're right there. Let's move these leggies out of the way. And move these armies. It's like a spread out spider situation here. Okay. I was wondering if I should do more of a belly, and the people have spoken. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Oh, that's awesome. Very teddy bearish, which is what I was going for in the beginning. The cheeks were absolutely what it needed. Like, I had the side profile right, but I couldn't get the front profile, but that definitely tied it together. And the belly, I think I need to make the belly even a little bit chubbier, like bring it up. Inspired by myself, the big belly. Lol. Okay. Let's take our leggies here. May have accidentally switched those. An accident. Yeah, there we go. Legs. Looking good. Arms, we need to paint them. Grab our dropper here. Back to our painter here. And we're actually I think I'm just going to leave them like that. Oh, that's a good idea. Do like a real squishy TPU. I wonder, I haven't ever seen anyone use a multi-material unit with multiple colors of TPU. I'm sure it would work, but that would be really cute to make him kind of like squeaky toy-ish. I think these need to be a little bit bigger. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Get some weird proportions going. I was like too proportionate before. It just didn't feel very my style, but now it's working a lot better. You're my good luck charm, Nathan. I'm telling you, as soon as you join, things start clicking. So I've got to get a sign from you so that you stay with me always. Okay, I'll smooth out some of this weird stuff going on back here in Blender, because it is indeed very strange whatever's happening there. And now he's got like a butt crack on the back of his head. So we're just gonna do our best to, well, maybe I'll bring these out instead of try to bring that in. You know what, we're gonna inflate him so I don't have to work on these teeny tiny details as teeny tiny as that. And this is really weird too. This is why we have our flashlight, people, so we can check for weird geometry. Nice. Okay, I think we may have ourselves, one of his arms is longer than the other. Also, what's going on there? Okay, I know every time I pick up a spool of TPU, I feel like I need to, like, I don't know, just feels like it'd feel good in my teeth. Not gonna lie, I also have just tried to, just because I wanted to know. Okay, I think this is what we're gonna end up with tonight. Let's grab our swing. Let's put them on there. I'm happy with that for now. I think I may revisit it later this week just to see if there's any other edits that I want to make. I'm sure there will be before printing, but I'm happy with that for now. And I think that's it. So his legs need to come out like this. Yeah. Thank you guys for joining. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I do. I chew on straws and bottle caps. It's terrible. It's a horrible habit, and I'm pretty sure my teeth are dying because of it. But I hate going to the dentist, which I probably should. Very possible. Thank you guys for joining. This is the Panda swing. I'm going to make sure to save it because I don't think I've saved the entire time, which would be a real shame. Honestly, it wouldn't be that much of a shame. I don't love this as much as I've loved. No, don't discard current. I almost just messed that up. Save here. Here we go. Panda. Pans. Sure. Until next Saturday, or I decide to stream next, this has been High B 3D. Buzz. I'm going to end the live stream now.